There is nothing impossible to him who will try. I am indebted to my father for living, but to my teacher for living well. I am not afraid of an army of lions led by a sheep. I am afraid of an army of sheep led by a lion. When we give someone our time, we actually give a portion of our life that we will never take back. Upon the conduct of each depends the fate of all. Each moment free from fear makes a man immortal. Glory crowns the deeds of those who expose themselves to toils and dangers. For my part, I think that to a man of spirit there is no other aim and end of his labors except the labors themselves. There are so many worlds, and I have not yet conquered even one. What an excellent horse do they lose, for want of address and boldness to manage him. I could manage this horse better than others do. I had rather excel others in the knowledge of what is excellent than in the extent of my power and dominion. A tomb now suffices him for whom the whole world was not sufficient. You shall, I question not, find a way to the top if you diligently seek for it. For nature hath placed nothing so high that is out of the reach of industry and valor. Let us conduct ourselves so that all men wish to be our friends and all fear to be our enemies. Bury my body and don't build any monument. Keep my hands out so the people know the one who won the world had nothing in hand when he died. Without knowledge, skill cannot be focused. Without skill, strength cannot be brought to bear, and without strength, knowledge may not be applied. For my own part, I would rather excel knowledge of the highest secrets of philosophy than in arms. I would rather live a short life of glory than a long one of obscurity. Toil and risk are the price of glory, but it is a lovely thing to live with courage and die leaving an everlasting fame. I do not steal victory. In the end, when it's over, all that matters is what you've done. Holy shadows of the dead, I'm not to blame for your cruel and bitter fate, but the accursed rivalry which brought sister nations and brother people to fight one another. I do not feel happy for this victory of mine. On the contrary, I would be glad, brothers, if I had all of you standing here next to me, since we are united by the same language, the same blood, and the same visions. If I were not Alexander, I should wish to be Diogenes. Our enemies are Medes and Persians, men who for centuries have lived soft and luxurious lives. We of Macedon for generations past have been trained in the hard school of danger and war. Above all, we are free men, and they are slaves. Are you still to learn that the end and perfection of our victories is to avoid the vices and infirmities of those whom we subdue? Sex and sleep alone make me conscious that I am mortal. For my part, I assure you, I had rather excel others in the knowledge of what is excellent than in the extent of my power and dominion. Know ye not that the end and object of conquest is to avoid doing the same thing as the conquered? Now you fear punishment and beg for your lives. So I will let you free, if not for any other reason, so that you can see the difference between a Greek king and a barbarian tyrant. So do not expect to suffer any harm from me. A king does not kill messengers. Whatever possession we gain by our sword cannot be sure or lasting, but the love gained by kindness and moderation is certain and durable. Through every generation of the human race, there has been a constant war, a war with fear. Those who have the courage to conquer it are made free, and those who are conquered by it are made to suffer until they have the courage to defeat it, or death takes them. True love never has a happy ending, because there is no ending to true love. May God keep you away from the venom of the cobra, the teeth of the tiger, and the revenge of the Afghans. With the right attitude, self-imposed limitations vanish. Every light is not the sun. On their side more men are standing, on ours more will fight. You shall, I question not, find a way to the top if you diligently seek for it. For nature hath placed nothing so high that it is out of the reach of industry and valor. How happy had it been for me had I been slain in the battle. It had been far more noble to have died the victim of the enemy than fall a sacrifice to the rage of my friends. You shall, I question not, find a way to the top if you diligently seek for it. For nature hath placed nothing so high that it is out of the reach of industry and valor. Those who have the courage to conquer fear are made free, and those who are conquered by it are made to suffer until they have the courage to defeat it, or death takes them. How great are the dangers I face to win a good name in Athens. I am dying from the treatment of too many physicians. False reports have many times done as great things as true courage and resolution. Oh, most miserable wretch that I am! Why have I not learned how to swim? May all mortals from now on live like one people in concord and for mutual advancement. My treasure lies in my friends. Consider the world as your country, with laws common to all, and where the best will govern irrespective of tribe. With the right attitude, self-imposed limitations vanish. God must have loved Afghans because he made them so beautiful.
Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen.
The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
The Art of War by Sun Tzu.